Hey guys, welcome to Jury Duty and welcome back, hopefully, because that means that you've been with us before. But if you're new, welcome to Jury Duty. We have a very special, very quick update for you today. With me is the banana to my nut bread.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah, well, we're going
We're
with it.
we're going with it. This
Yeah.
beautiful creature is my co-host Lindsey, and right now she is in the car, not driving the car, in Tallahassee, Florida, where she just sat through Donna Adelson's bond hearing. I feel like I'm throwing it to you in the field, Lindsey. How did it
Doot, doot,
go?
doot, 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 doot. Yeah. No, it went as one would expect. I mean, her arguments were kind of laughable.
Mhm.
She's upset about the food. She's not getting enough sleep. She's not getting the care she wants, even though the care is that she wants is being offered to her.
Mhm.
Um, she talked about the Band-Aid incident. She brushed up against a washing machine that cut her. Apparently, she was gushing blood and was using sanitary napkins, and the blood was filling the sanitary napkins, and she thought a Band-Aid would help that as a I don't know. Help me out, Kimberly. Does that make sense to you? Or am I just hungry?
Not really, but I mean, you
Yeah.
could also just be hungry, but nothing
Yeah.
makes sense in this case. So it would, if it's going to follow suit, it shouldn't make sense.
Yeah, so if
That makes
you
sense.
that makes sense. So if you don't know, today was her hearing on bond, as well as suppressing the phone call heard around the world,
Whoops,
where
I didn't hang up.
oops, I didn't hang up. She got disconnected from her son Charlie, who was in prison after his
Mhm.
trial, and they got disconnected. The phone was still going, and she basically said, I'm fleeing, I'm getting out of here. And they stopped her at the airport and she was
On
detained
her
and,
one-way
and taken
ticket
to
to
jail.
Vietnam.
Yeah, her one-way ticket
Yeah.
to Vietnam. So the judge hasn't ruled on either. He has the right to do that. Harvey was in court
Yes.
today. He looks
And that's
very
rare.
old.
He's like
Yeah.
what is he like? Carmen Sandiego. We can never find Harvey. He didn't even go to Charlie's trial.
Yeah, didn't even go to Charlie's trial, but for a bond hearing, you have to have someone there, if granted, to be able
Mm,
to take you. So, her
gotcha.
attorneys argued that she's more than willing to stay in the Tallahassee area. She wants to be able to sleep and prepare for trial, to go to doctor's appointments, to which I ask, if she's convicted and goes to prison, is she still going to complain about the doctor? What happens then?
Well, I feel like she doesn't really have a reason to complain then. The appellate
No.
process can take years. So
Oh, yeah.
there's really no shot in hell that she can make the argument that I need to be out of here. This might be her only chance to be out of jail. I was going to say
Yeah.
prison, but jail. So she's going to
She hadn't
take
made
it.
it
And this
there
was
yet.
an Arthur. Yeah, this is an Arthur hearing. So basically, it's when someone is on a non bondable offense, like capital M word, the judge can hear whether they're a flight risk, whether they have a criminal history already, if they would submit to GPS monitoring, which is laughable considering the fact that Donna was trying to peace out to Vietnam, but she looked pretty
Yeah.
pitiful. What was the vibe like in the courtroom?
The when I first got there and saw her, I mean, she was just trembling.
Yeah,
Harvey was there. I don't know if that's the first time she has seen him since she's been arrested. I don't know. Obviously she's
maybe.
super stressed. Um, but right when the judge came in, everything kind of he's got a very calming way about him, like he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't raise the temperature in there. He just is like, this is what we're going to do. These are the questions I have. He's very nice and respectful. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I think, just like I said before, and I know this is kind of rambling and this isn't like organized thoughts because I just got out and I just want to get this information
Yeah,
to
no.
you as quickly as possible. Um, but it just, a lot of the stuff that she said didn't pass the smell test for me. Like this person that was assaulting her, she all but said her name. And she was like, but I don't want to tell on her. And I'm like, you kind of, I mean, the process of elimination here, and you're doing this on TV.
Snitches get stitches, but not in jail because there's no doctor to give you stitches.
Exactly. So it just, a lot of it was, I don't know. I really hope that she doesn't take the stand. It was terrible. So when she was talking about the phone call, they were like, well, did you hang up? Yeah, I hung up. And then somehow they asked again, did you hang up? She said, I thought I did.
Right. She
And
changed
then,
her answer a bunch of times.
yeah. And then it was like, I hit the button a lot of times. I didn't hit the button. It just didn't. I'm confused. Did you hit the button or did you not hit the button?
This is a case of baby boomers with technology. At least that's what she wants it to look like. That's what it came off as. Baby boomer with an iPhone. I don't know what I'm doing here, but then
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing here.
Well, she's got earwax
Yeah.
buildup. She can't hear. She's got sciatica, which apparently the doctor on shift offered her steroid medication, but she refused steroid medication. But she said that they didn't
In lieu
offer
of
her steroid.
Tylenol?
They didn't offer it to
Oh.
her. They just gave her Tylenol. So when I'm rubbing my two brain cells that I have together, my thought is, they were like, this is what we can do. And she's like, well, that's not what the doctor on the outside did for me. I'm going to pass. And so they were like, well, if you don't take that, all we have is Tylenol. And
Right.
that's kind of the way it went. But that's just me guessing. I don't know. Um,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
the female attorney for Donna seems very much like an
Oh,
emotional support person for Donna.
Jackie Fulford. She was the former judge that was like, if you don't retire right now, we're just gonna take you out back like old Yeller. So she did, and now she's a lawyer.
Yeah. She's a lawyer. She also owns funeral homes. And then the other attorney, he was very like smiley, kind of joking with the prosecution a little bit. Like he seemed pretty chill. Um,
Josh Zellman.
yeah, I think that was his name.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't understand what their thought is for how they were thinking that this was going to go. I don't know. It did not go well. And to
Do
me, if
you
you have
think they were
any,
just trying to make her happy?
it felt like today, no, I'm glad that I went, but it felt like today was a big
Mm-hmm.
waste of court time.
Yeah. And guys, there's a delay. So I'm not doing my usual interruption bit today. There's a delay.
There is a little bit of a
Okay.
delay.
There's a delay. I might be talking when she's talking. I know how much it pets your peeves. I'm sorry. What did you think of ASA Sarah Dugan? She reads to me like a little mini Georgia, and I'm kind of here for it.
She's a pro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's a pro. She she did have all of her ducks in a row. She handled business and bada bing, bada boom. She's like, I'm done here.
Yeah. Well, are you
So
glad you went?
yeah, like I said, I am glad that I went. I was telling Kimberly guys earlier that when I saw Donna, I saw like a flash of red for a second because I was just so angry. Like all of this was totally avoidable. None of us have to be here. Like this is because of you and you not being able to be an adult. That's why we're all
Hmm.
here.
Yeah. 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 Was
So
it, how did it feel to sit in that courtroom that you've seen so many times on a stream, like seeing these people in the flesh? Is it as big as it looks? Like, was it disappointing? Did it deliver on what you expected? I don't know what you expected, but like for
yeah,
those
I
of
mean
us that
it.
are not there for this case.
Yeah, no, I mean it's obviously going to be bigger because they did. I don't think they showed like the gallery at all. Maybe they
Mm-mm.
did. I don't think they did, but
No, they don't
it's
usually.
yeah, it's a larger courtroom. I mean it's in the middle of town. It's Tallahassee is a nice place. I think it's just not what Wendy and Donna had pictured for their life, so they took matters into their own hands, and here we are.
Okay. That is anticlimactic. Thanks for the waste of time today, Donna, but at least we got to hear her on the stand for the first time ever. Maybe we're getting a taste of what she might do at her trial. Maybe she won't take the stand, but it's going to be interesting. That's my key takeaway is hearing her for the first time other than guilty, not guilty, yes sir, no sir. This
Yeah.
was interesting because we got to hear from her cuz just like Wendy, she's very articulate when she's trying to be, but
Mm-hmm.
she can't remember what to say and what she just said 5 minutes ago that's contradictory. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, she didn't do well. I think I my hope is after today, for her own sake, the attorneys were like, won't do that again. So
Right.
who knows though? She may insist, and it's her right to testify if she feels like she can explain away what happened. Be my guest.
Yeah. She's got like this trial run, this dry run today that Charlie didn't have. I think if Charlie had known how poorly he'd be received on the stand, maybe he wouldn't have testified, but he kind of had to set all the weird facts straight. So I guess we'll
Yeah.
see if they come up with a new defense tactic to keep her off the stand. But if it goes like it did today, the odds of the judge granting her some mercy, I think, are slim. But the fact that he's not going to rule immediately, at least he's going to be thorough and do his due diligence. So we will find out when we find out.
We'll find out. I for that ruling, I don't think for her bond, to be clear, I don't think it's going
Yeah.
to take that long, maybe a few days from what people were saying. And then for the suppression of the phone call, that might take a little bit longer. So,
Yeah, because he's got to reveal kinds of nuanced evidence for that, doesn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Lots of case law that he
Well,
has to review.
we'll let you get Will like there's someone else here. It's me and dogs. But yeah,
We,
we will let you get on the road so you can feed
okay.
yourself, come down from the Donna energy. Thank you for going to that. We'll talk to you later, guys. I'm going to let Lindsay go. Come back and join us whenever we're here because, life is crazy. Also, make good choices. You know the drill. Just do
Yes.
it. Make good choices.
Make good choices. Bye,
Bye.
guys.